So what's going on, guys? OGR back with another New York Giants video, and before I get into it, I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. Also, I'm going to start a quick mini-series with 3 different questions asked in an article by Patricia Traina. This article was given to me by Jay Berman, a very good subscriber of mine. Before I get into it, I want to encourage everybody to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell, and let's get into this. So here we are. We're going to start with actually the third question, and we'll go backwards. Can the Giants establish number 1 wide receiver? And a better question to ask, besides what are they going to do about a pass rush, which was interestingly wasn't among the questions posed by Adam Rank, is can they get by with a number 1 wide receiver? Last week, a former Giants receiver, David Tyree, told me how important it was for Eli as a young quarterback to have a number 1 wide receiver in the mode of Plexico Burress and or Amani Toomer. I think young quarterback talent, you have to have a linchpin to go along with the quarterback, Tyree said. When we have Amani Toomer and we have Plexico Burress, guys who are proven playmakers who have done it on a big scale and have size, strength, and ability, I think there's something to that, especially more so with a young, unproven quarterback. It's given them confidence and a bigger target. The Giants opted to pass on drafting potential linchpin this year's class, historically a deep receiver class, likely because of terms of priority. They probably felt the offensive line, the secondary, and linebackers were higher on the food chain. While the Giants do have talent at receiver, the good news, if the linchpin doesn't emerge, next year's draft class is said to be shaping up to be equally as deep at receiver as this year's class was. So the Giants could always fill that need again if things don't work out. Okay, so she does give a little bit of credit in the article saying, hey, we have talent at wide receiver. Obviously, we have Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, both guys can play the slot. Both guys are very good slot wide receivers. But my thing is, responding to David Tyree, we already have it on this year's roster. I think Darius Slayton is that bona fide number 1. And just to show you guys a little bit here, I'm not going to show you, but Tyreek Hill, 61 receptions, 593 yards, 9.7 yard average, and 6 touchdowns. On the face of this, you're going to say to yourself, no, OGR, that's not a number 1 wide receiver. And you go look at Darius Slayton, 14 games played, 48 receptions, 740 yards, 15.4 yard average, so obviously averaged more yards in his rookie season than Tyreek Hill, and 8 touchdowns, and have more touchdowns. Now, obviously, Tyreek Hill adds more playmaking ability on top of that with 4.2 speed, and also had 267 yards and an additional 3 touchdowns in his rookie year. But very comparable to Darius Slayton. Why can't it be Darius Slayton? Why can't Darius Slayton be that number 1 option? I don't get it. David Tyree is very dismissive here. And I don't agree. I think Darius Slayton is going to be that bona fide number 1 on this team. And yes, I do expect the Giants to take a wide receiver in next year's class as well, unless somebody like a Mack, like a Benjamin Victor, like a Dylan, all emerge or do emerge. Because the Giants' back end of their roster is definitely at wide receiver going to be filled with these undrafted guys. I believe Darius Slayton, Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, Corey Coleman, and a whole host of other guys are going to fill in the back end of the roster. It remains to be seen. Sill from West Virginia in last year's draft, who's on our practice squad, could definitely come in here and take a roster spot. It's certainly possible. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Either way, it's been OGR Sports, and I'll catch you on the next vid.